Okay, what I think is, in every edition there will be a section of letter to the editor. Like I just was reading the editorial part, and I think it's very nice. Like in the letters to the editor, where like this one, bending the law. Refer to lawmakers. We should not forget that no one is allowed to break the law in the country, even if they are lawmakers. The, the increase in criminal cases against MPs and MLAs, Member of Parliaments and Member of Legislative Assemblies. Currently, our state is going to have which election? Is it for Member of Parliamentship or is it for Member of Legislative Assemblies? It is for Member of Legislative Assemblies. Yes or no?
Yes, that.
Yeah. So soon we'll be getting new MLAs, representing different political party in the country day by day, and the pendency of such cases in the courts at all levels for a long time is also a matter of concern, for which the central and state government, the election commission, and all the national and regional political parties should think unitedly and resolve the issue at the earliest in the interest of the country. This is one such letter to the editor where the reader has highlighted that nobody is allowed to break the law, not even the law makers. Bending the law, है ना? Law किसी के लिए bend नहीं होगा, right? So this section can also, it's very nice. You may feature the like one such news can be replaced by letter to the editor section. Next, we have politics of hate, reference to culture of hate by invoking a law to ban hijab. The Karnataka government makes space in schools separate, unequal. So it violates the constitution, which guarantees citizens the right to equality, the right to education, and the right to practice their religion. It seems pertinent to question our disregard for the attack on Asauddin Owaisi. Now, he is a political party leader. His controversial views notwithstanding, he is a citizen and a legislator and deserves as much sympathy as any other person in his place would have. The Election Commission has already cautioned political parties over hate speeches but takes no action if the ruling party activists are involved. The top leadership in the country needs to crack the whip and make it clear that it stands by the core constitutional values of the land. So all of a sudden, no state can, like make such a decision that the students, the Muslim girls who are coming to school in hijab means it's a kind of veil. They cover their faces, only eyes are visible, and the entire, like yeah, I mean they are wearing the uniform, and but the head is covered and the face is covered. That is called as a hijab. So recently this incident has happened, and the government now is in question mark, as the thing which they are currently, they are, like catering, they are planning to make some space in schools separate, which stands unequal. So if they do so, it is violating the constitution. right? So this is in politics of hate. So very apt title here. Propaganda is being created just to spread hate, hatred. Now this is by SS Paul Nadia. All right. Now third news covers, what does it cover? It covers Canada colleges closed. Apropos of three Canadian colleges shut. Indian students in lurch. The future of about 2,000 Indian students is at stake. Their parents have lost their life savings. Many of them had raised loans to pay fee and travel expenses of their wards, though these colleges have paid a big fraud. Parents, in their enthusiasm to send their wards abroad in search of greener pastures, did not verify the antecedents of these institutions. Means they just got, like very much trapped into the overall look and feel of the institution. They did not dig much. Had they inquired earlier, their money, their children's future would not have been stranded, would not have been, like affected like this, and it would have been a different story. But right now, these institutions are around three Canadian colleges are, like being considered as fraud. So. India should immediately take up the case with Canada to ensure that such frauds do not take place again, and also to help the victims receive the refund of tuition fee, visa, and also an opportunity to complete their studies. This fraud should serve as an eye opener to all those seeking to go abroad for higher studies. Now, this letter has been written by N.K. Gosen from Bhatinda. Are you able to like make some observations how this can be included in your newspaper commentary report?
Yes, ma'am.
Only Poonam is there in my class. Chalo. Now, these two timeless treasures, voice will resonate and Abhi Na Jao Chhodkar. These three coming letters, which I'm gonna read, it's all are based on the immense contribution of Nightingale of India, Miss Lata Mangeshkar ji. So, Timeless Treasure is written by Devendra Khurana, Bhopal. Lata Mangeshkar was given a befitting farewell with two-day national mourning. She was a voice in a million, the voice of a billion. With her, with her legacy of countless songs in over 30 languages, my goodness, 30 languages, it would be impossible to fill the void in the music industry left by her. Her sweet velvet voice, versatile, she has left an indelible impression on the sands of time. We have lost a precious gem, and in her we had found a timeless ट्रेजर. कितनी खूबसूरती से इनकी तारीफ की गई है, बताइए। ये एक ऐसी प्रेशियस जेम है हमारे लिए, है यानी इसलिए क्योंकि ये हमेशा रहेंगी। अब वो हमारे बीच नहीं है, तो इसलिए वो हमारे लिए एक टाइमलेस ट्रेजर हो गई है। टाइमलेस यानी कि एक ऐसा ट्रेजर जिसे समय की जरूरत ही नहीं है ना। वो हमेशा हमेशा याद किया जाएगा और वो हमेशा हमारे बीच रहेगा, चाहे वक्त कौन सा भी हो, कैसा भी हो। हर little voice will be echoed and remembered in uh, her song नाम गुम जाएगा, चेहरा ये बदल जाएगा. It's a very beautiful song from maybe I don't remember 60s or 70s or maybe 80s. So this is how people have fondly remembered Lata ji through the letters to editors. Gurpreet Singh by mail. Okay, now Devendra Khurana from Bhopal, he writes, voice will resonate. The demise of Lata Mangeshkar is an irreparable loss for the nation. Her soft and melodious voice attracted appreciation and attention worldwide. Similarly, children, you can look for the letter to the editor section of every edition, है ना? आप देखिएगा, आपको बहुत अच्छी चीज़ें मिल जाएंगी. And you can also comment, go through these reports, right? Say 3 letters are speaking about Lata Mangeshkar's demise. So you yourself can, go for a newspaper report and collect some information on like what was her last health report, and what was the cause of her death, how young was she, right? And what has been her history, how many achievements and what awards. You can definitely, in a brief, you can speak about Lata Mangeshkar ji, and you can definitely make a like news on her. एटलीस्ट दो तीन तो इंक्लूड कर ही लें इसे. अब ये नहीं कि सब लता मंगेशकर जी वाली न्यूज़ को लेकर के लाइक सब शुरू हो गए. बट येस, योर प्रेजेंटेशन में definitely be different. The presentation with which you will present this news about Miss Lata Mangeshkar can stands different, right? So the last uh, the last not last, yeah, the last letter on Lata Mangeshkar's demise is Abhi Na Jao Chhodkar. Refer to Lata's timeless melodies, जो गाने इन्होंने ऐसे गाए which stands the test of time in any era, in any year. These songs are always played and remembered. Lata Didi was a lioness who braved innumerable hardships. She was as peaceful as her melodies, and her songs as promising as a benediction. The demise of the Nightingale of India is the end of an era. It feels harsh to write she was or had been, because her voice still resonates in millions of ears. She has been she has been and will always be an inspiration for generations to come, and especially those who perceive art as bliss. Her multilingual melodies gave a new life to Indian music. Let us now hear these same songs from the heaven above. Right? So that's how Lata Mangeshkar's loss. It's been, like remembered through these letters. Now the last letter, it talks about use funds wisely. So what does this letter highlights to the editor? Refer to focus on spending. हमें पैसे कैसे स्पेंड करने हैं. I will not mind if the government increases more taxation, provided the money is spent on the following projects. Matlab, the writer is saying that he will not mind if the taxation prices go high, but the tax which he is paying, it should be utilized well by the government in the following project. Project number 1, hydel and water resources development. Project number 2, recycling of wastewater and solid waste. Solar energy, this is the third one, solar energy development. Establishing modern technology parks along coastal areas to attract foreign development investment, FDI. Then sanitation program, population control measures, running more trains on 55% grossly underutilized tracks. जो ट्रैक्स यूटिलाइज हुए ही नहीं है, ग्रॉसली आगे लगा दिया है ना, उन ट्रैक्स के लिए लाइक गवर्नमेंट को मेजर्स लेने चाहिए. पैसे यहाँ पे स्पेंड होने चाहिए जो हमसे टैक्सेस लिए जा रहे हैं. अलाउइंग स्टेट्स टू रन ट्रेन्स इन देयर स्टेट बाउंड्रीज, द रेलवे टू रन ओनली इंटरस्टेट ट्रेन्स, and allowing the such a novice concept, the railways to run only interstate trains. How innovative this thought is. अगर ऐसा हो जाएगा तो कितनी आसानी हो जाएगी जर्नीज लोगों की, जो कश्मीर से कन्याकुमारी अब इसको जाना है तो लाइक they have to simply like जिसको अपने स्टेट में ट्रैवल करना है तो the timings will be saved, the money will be saved. It's a very nice concept, I believe. And allowing the private sector to set up iron plants in iron ore rich states. The allocation of rupees 7.5 lakh crore capital expenditure is likely to be spent on the transport sector only. It is also not indicated whether the 25,000 kilometer of proposed highways will include the length of highways under construction.